So things this weekend did not go as planned. My plan for the weekend was to film a weekend in my life. I had some fun plans with friends. It was a cozy vibe. I was gonna go on a long run, but then Cinnabun had an accident. Y'all, the saddest thing just happened. Sweet little Cinnabun was running from her room into here, and she skidded into that floorboard, and her little fingernail broke in half. Well, not fingernail, paw nail. It's not bleeding, so it didn't break all the way down to the root, but she definitely like lifted her little foot and shook it. So I definitely need to figure out, there's just like gaps in this that even though her nails are up to date with trimming, it's just like easy for her to get a nail stuck. So I need to figure out a solution. Can you see the broken nail? Poor Angel. Yeah, there's no blood. I'm so sorry, Angel. So after she got her little toe stuck, I kept an eye on her. I noticed she wasn't limping and she was eating. And I know that rabbits as prey animals are really good at hiding their pain, but since she was showing no signs of anything after 24 hours, I figured she was okay. But I cannot emphasize this enough. Rabbits are prey animals, and prey animals are experts at hiding their pain. They will not show pain until they physically cannot act normal. And unfortunately for me, that time for Cinnabun came Monday morning. I woke up and I came and opened up her door, and she just didn't want to come out, which was weird. Normally she comes running out, but I had to get on my hands and knees and like call to her, coax her out. And then I went to feed her breakfast and she wouldn't have it. Normally when I'm making her breakfast, she's running around, she's waiting right next to me, she is sprinting next to my feet, but instead she kind of just stayed at the other end of the room. I brought her breakfast to her, she sniffed it and then just hopped away. So at that point I was like, she's not okay. She wasn't okay, she just wasn't showing it, but now she's really not okay. Hey Buns, things are not going the way I wanted them to this morning. I checked her litter box and there was poop in her litter box, but this vlog is not going the way I thought it was gonna go. But hopefully I can just get her some pain medicine for like the pain on her foot or whatever's going on, and we can move this along. I feel like such a bad bunny owner whenever something like this happens. The fact that all weekend she was probably in pain, and because she's a prey animal, which I know, she was just hiding it, and I was like, oh, she's great, she's fine. But to be fair, like, she wasn't limping, she was doing binkies, eating fine, so for all I knew, she was. But it's a really good reminder that just because your animal is acting fine, if something out of the ordinary happens, you should always contact your vet. Unfortunately, when it happened, the vet was closed. Our vet is closed on the weekends. So this is the earliest I could have gotten her in anyway, but I'm pretty positive that's what it is because everything else seems to be fine. We'll see what the doctor says because I could be totally wrong and it could just be totally unrelated, but I have a strong feeling that it is very much related. Here, I'll show you what's going on. And of course, it's like the grossest, coldest, rainiest day today. Like, the sky is sad when Cinnabun is sad. Hi, baby. She's hiding in her carrier. I brought some dill. I was not confident she would eat it. She usually doesn't like to eat in the car anyway, but just in case. Hi, Angel. Are you scared? You're gonna be okay. I love you. So we just got home and I wanted to kind of give a debrief of what happened at the vet. The vet also is pretty certain that the pain from her foot is what is causing this little like food retaliation today. So at the vet, they gave her an injection of fluid, which is pretty much just like, not water, but like stuff to hydrate her. So they gave her an injection in her shoulder just because a lot of times with GI Stasis, they can get really dehydrated really soon. They also gave her an injection of a pain medication. So any pain that she's already feeling, it's like a quick acting pain medicine. It can make her drowsy, so she'll probably be sleepy today. They also gave her some critical care since she didn't eat her breakfast. And then they gave her a syringe of this, which is 𝒞𝒾𝓃𝒸𝒂𝒅𝒄. I've given her this before. It is a pain medicine and I only have to give her this once every 24 hours. So since they gave this to her already, I don't need to give it to her again until tomorrow. But this is for pain. And they also gave her a little dosage of 𝒞𝒾𝓃𝒸𝒂𝒅𝒐𝒔, which is a gut stimulant. So even though this is related to pain, the fact that she's not eating means that her gut has slowed down some. So this is just to like keep her gut moving, keep stimulating that. and they're hoping that if we can get the pain under control, her gut will start moving again. So they already gave her all that stuff, so I actually don't really need to give her anything for a while. I'm just going to watch her like a hawk and try to get her to eat something. Eat some hay, eat some veggies, whatever, because if I can see that she's eating and pooping, then I'll be feeling a lot better. So I'll keep y'all updated. My poor baby. They gave her pain medicine that made her so drowsy, so she can't even keep her eyes open. She's sleeping on a treat. I have my heater because a lot of times when they're in stasis, they get really cold, so I have a heater blowing on her. She hasn't touched her food, but she literally has just been asleep because she's a little drugged up, so let her get some rest, and hopefully when she comes to, she'll be hungry. It's the tiniest baby step, but she seems to have a tiny bit more energy. She moved over here on her own. She's now taking a couple of little nibbles out of a treat. Nothing out of her lettuce yet, but I literally haven't been able to get her to eat anything all day. So she hasn't finished her treat, but she did take a few nibbles. So hopefully in the next few hours we see some change. But look. So it looks like little Miss just hopped over here on her own. Literally just the fact she's hopping from one place to another is a huge, huge improvement, so. Again, type. I've been working on the floor all day so I can be with her. Hey, baby. Little Miss Muffin just finished her treat. Leave it to Cinnabun to not eat, but then when she starts feeling a little better, be like, how about a treat? Oh. No way. Okay, I spoke a little too soon, but hey, we have curiosity. You're feeling a little tiny better? Come on, baby. I know, let's eat those veggies. So now that Cinnabun has eaten a little bit of lettuce, I really want to get her eating hay because hay is what moves her gut. So I have some orchard grass and I'm going to put it in a bowl and not even have it in her litter box, just have it out in the open. Hello. Do you want this? Yes, you do. No, don't eat the plastic. Man, she loves orchard grass. Hello. She's acting hungry, like she keeps coming up and nudging me, but she's only eating the good stuff. Like she ate the dill, she ate the top of the red leaf lettuce, and she's eating treats, but she doesn't want her pellets, and she's poking at her hay. Well, she's eating her hay. The orchard grass is pretty sweet to her, but she's definitely getting her energy back, which is exciting, and she's acting hungry, which even if she's not as hungry as she normally is, I'm very excited just to see her like asking for food, even if it is treats, you know? All right, it is quite a bit later. It is 10 p.m. right now, and I have very good news. Cinnabun, as you can see behind me, is really starting to feel better. I'm sure you could see in all the clips from earlier, but around 4 o'clock, the drowsiness from her initial like pain medication that she got at the vet started to wear off, so she started hopping around and playing, and from there, she started to nibble at food, and just as the days gone by, her food intake has like really gone up. She's gone to the bathroom a few times, and I was really impressed with the amount of poop in her litter box, so that's good. Her poop is very small, but that's to be expected since she hasn't really eaten most of the day and hasn't been drinking, so I'm just very excited that there's poop. She also has been munching on orchard grass hay, so that's awesome. So I'm actually feeling really, really good about where we're at. She ate all of her salad. She's been eating hay. She's eating food when I offer it to her. She's gone to the bathroom. As far as medication, I gave her gut stimulant. I have to wait another 8 hours to give that to her. Bryant usually stays up late, so I think he's going to give it to her like in the wee hours tonight. I have been giving her critical care every 6 hours. I have it really watered down at this point because she's eating food. The critical care is more for water because she just still hasn't had enough water since she was in stasis all day. And I also have been giving her infant gas drops. I am so happy that this is my report for the day and that she seems, I would say she's like at 70% of her normal appetite, which is awesome. Like, that's all I can ask for. I still have a lot of days of medication to give her, and we need to get her back to 100%. So I'll feel a lot better in the morning if she eats her breakfast, but I'm definitely feeling a lot better now that I'm seeing her hopping and just acting like herself. It's the best. So I guess I will check in with y'all in the morning, and hopefully it's good news. So this morning, things were already so much better. I went and I opened the door and Cinnabun came rushing out, which is already better than yesterday. I checked her litter box and there was a lot of poop in there, and the poop was more normal in size and shape, which was great. And then while I made her breakfast, she was showing some signs of excitement by running around, and she zoomed into her tent to eat. I will say her appetite is not fully back yet, which I wasn't expecting. I would have loved for her to eat everything right away, but usually with stasis it takes a few days for their appetite to fully return, but she ate a good amount of her breakfast right away, and as the morning progressed, she eventually did finish her salad. My sister is a nurse, and no, she's not a vet, but she understands medicine pretty well, and she brought up a great point that because Cinnabun is getting her pain medicine once every 24 hours in the morning, it was likely that the mornings are when Cinnabun would show like the most signs of pain. So for instance, not eating all of her breakfast right away. I gave her her dosage of pain medicine for the day, and then I also gave her some more gut stimulant and infant gas drops, and after I fed her those, I definitely noticed that she was eating more hay and finished up her breakfast. So all in all, I'm feeling very good and confident about her recovery. Recovery can take a few days, but she is showing so many positive signs of eating when I do give her food, hopping around and playing, and just acting more like herself. So I am going to close out this vlog here and edit this video so I can get it up for y'all tomorrow. And I promise that I will continue to update you on Cinnabun's recovery on Instagram, and I'll try to provide an update on this Sunday's video as well. But I feel good closing the vlog knowing that she is acting like herself. She is showing so many good signs of improvement, and I think after a few days she will be back to normal. This vlog is definitely not what I thought it would be, but I think it's really useful to show that you truly cannot plan for these things. So many different things can trigger stasis, and animals will get hurt at the most random times. You never know, so it's always good to be prepared and just always be ready for the unexpected. I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for all the kind messages you've been sending us on Instagram, and we will see you in our next video. Bye, Buns.